This is the quartermaster of the outlawed Esfigmenu monastery, who gathers supplies for his fellow rebels in what they call the outside world. He's heading for the fence which separates Greece from Mount Athos, a self-autonomous state of 20 monasteries where monks practice their faith in isolation. On the other side of the border, the supplies are carried along mountain paths on foot. The most important supplies are medicines for Esfigmenu's infirmary.
Take your machine, come.
Since the state of siege began 5 years ago, about 20 monks have died without receiving proper medical treatment. That, claim their supporters, is inhumane. The monks supplement their frugal vegetarian diet with eggs smuggled across the frontier. They used to eat fish, but that's impossible, as the Coast Guard has threatened to seize their boats.
Of course I feel persecuted and isolated. I cannot even fish in front of my monastery. I'm here 20 years in this monastery. I spent all my life in this monastery. And I cannot even fish in front of my monastery. Can you imagine that?
It is outrageous that the Greek government, at a time of financial crisis, is wasting Greek taxpayers' money to fund the Coast Guard and the police around the Esfigmenu monastery. All the fathers want to do is simply to pray.
The blockade began under Greece's previous Conservative government in support of Patriarch Bartholomew's campaign to evict the rebels for their resistance to his authority and his attempt to resolve differences with the Pope. Orthodoxy or death is the mantra of the Conservative Esfigmenu Brotherhood, which would like to resolve the dispute through dialogue. Abbot Methodius appealed for an end to the blockade, saying, "One can't be persecuted for one's beliefs because every monk is a free spirit to believe what he wishes." In September, theologians representing the Catholic and Orthodox churches said they had made excellent progress in trying to resolve the Great Schism of 1054, nearly 1,000 years ago, when the churches split between the Catholics in the West and the Orthodox in the East. And so pressure on the Esfigmenu rebels is bound to increase. We repeatedly asked the government to respond to the persecution allegations, but senior officials did not reply. Malcolm Brabant, BBC News, Mount Athos.